Hello movie lovers, Bob for Bob's movie review here, and today I want to review for you guys a movie I just watched called Soul. This one is available now, and Disney did send me over a digital code to review this one for you guys. Now, I really didn't know a whole lot about this one going into it, but it is rated PG, has a 1 hour and 40 minute runtime. It is an animation adventure comedy. It is directed by Docter and Kemp. It stars Jamie Foxx, Tina Fey, and Graham Norton. You guys can find more information on the cast and affiliate links to purchase this movie down in the description below, and be sure to let me know your guys' thoughts on this movie if you've seen it as well. Now, this movie starts out with a man who is a music teacher at a elementary school or junior high or high school or whatever it was. I'm not sure the exact age of the kids, but he was a school music teacher, and he has this dream of being a jazz musician, although he hasn't really had any success in the past. For whatever reason, I was a little confused why he wasn't successful, even though he seemed to be a good musician. For whatever reason, he just wasn't successful. Now, he is offered a full-time teaching position because he was only part-time, so obviously he wasn't making as much money or getting as good of benefits or whatever, wasn't as good of compensation. But at the same time, he also gets a shot to play with this other musician. He's going to play piano in the jazz band, I guess is what it would be. And so he goes to it and he impresses her, and she decides to give him a chance. And when he leaves, he ends up falling in a manhole or something, and he dies. And so his soul is on its way to the bright white light. They called it the great beyond, I believe it was. So he's on there and he's like, no, I can't die. My life is just going to start. I'm finally going to be a jazz musician. And so he somehow finds a way out, and he falls into this other place where basically the souls are being born or whatever, and they're kind of getting all their traits and their personalities and whatever, and then they're going to go to Earth and become people. And so he's trying to find a way to go back to Earth, and he ends up becoming a mentor to a troubled soul who thousands of years, I guess, has not found a purpose or whatever it was exactly to make it to Earth. And so they end up kind of both going to Earth, and from there it's kind of like a body switch comedy. He gets put in the cat, and this other soul gets put into him, and they got to try to get back, and they got to try to work everything out. Although I was a little confused because the soul obviously probably wouldn't know how to play the piano, and the soul was in his body. So I don't know how that was going to work, but he was going to try to get back to the show and fix everything. And of course, like I say, it's a body switch comedy from there, and nothing really works out. It's kind of funny and entertaining. Kind of about a character learning what they're good at and maybe their true purpose in life, and giving up on their fantasies and maybe not their true purposes. I was a little confused because it seemed to be a lot kind of going on and real hard to tell at some parts what they were going for exactly. Like I say, it's about this guy who's a teacher, but now he's dead and he's fallen into this mentoring program, but he really wants to just come back to life. And there's this other, not lost soul, because they have lost souls in the movie, so it's not quite a lost soul. And about this soul figuring out the purpose of going to Earth and coming alive. And then, him kind of trying to find out what his true purpose is. And then, it's just a lot of things. And I think it's more about a guy finding out his true purpose and passion in life. But a lot of stuff really just thrown in there. Now, the art style to me, I don't know. I didn't love it. I mean, it was all right. But they had this thing where the people had these really kind of wide jaws and then really narrow, small top of their heads. And it just looked odd. I wasn't super into it. I mean, otherwise I liked it, but it just, to me, their faces felt really odd, and I just didn't love that look. Now, for me personally, Disney, Pixar, these are family-friendly movies that you're going to watch, with your kids, your grandma, your grandpa. Everybody can get together and watch these. I do feel like all this talk of death and souls and almost reincarnation, I wouldn't personally want to watch it with my daughter. She's already obsessed Whenever they talk about death, you know, she's kind of obsessed with it. And so it's not something I would personally want to get into. And, you know, I feel like I feel like people are going to have to judge on their own whether or not their children are kind of capable of comprehending what's going on, and kind of not having to open that whole can of worms if they're not really ready for it. So overall though, guys, I did enjoy the film. It was a fun movie. Definitely, you know, we kind of learned that lesson at the end. I didn't feel, to me personally, I quite connected as much as some of the other Pixar movies, and I didn't feel that same kind of emotion I feel in a lot of their films until nearly the end. And then I kind of felt like, you know, I feel like myself personally, like a lot of times, you know, it's like, what are we here for? You know, you're here and you're gone, and what was the point of it all? And I guess kind of what they were going for a little bit in the film. But I did enjoy it, guys. I gave it 3.5 out of 5. I think it was definitely a solid film. I think just for parents, it'll be kind of determining whether or not your children are in a position where they can watch a film about people dying and these souls and, you know, getting into all that. But I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Like I said, I'd love to hear guys' thoughts down in the comment section below. If you haven't already, subscribe for more videos, check out Rhodesa's videos, and I'll see you guys next time.